Our campaign of conservation work to the outside has partly been about appearance, but it's also partly been about helping the building to shed the weather and to keep moisture out of the wall. Water gets in through gutters and through open joints in the masonry, and we've carried out probably the largest round of masonry repairs since the building was reconstructed by Sir George Gilbert Scott in the 1870s.
When we first came here, there was a perception that the building was falling apart. And when we actually came up here and had a good look, it was in very good condition, really. And that sort of helped to make us make the decision to save as much of the historic fabric as possible. And rather than have a restoration project, we want a conservation project.
The Chapter House was built between 1245 and 1250 as part of King Henry III's great rebuilding of Westminster Abbey. It was used by the Crown really throughout its history. For instance, in the 14th century, the House of Commons met here.
Well, the skills that have been used on this project range from steeplejacks working on the spire leadwork, to lead workers working in the parapet gutters, to glazing conservators. We've had carvers, we've had masons. It's been a tremendous team effort.
Working on a gargoyle is one of the most fun things you can do as a carver, because there's so much creativity and freedom involved. You need big shapes that are going to make big shadows that can be seen from the ground and read from the ground, and then the detail is just added on top of that.
It's structurally a very daring building. The central part of the column, which carries a lot of the weight of the vault, is only 16 inches in diameter. There are lots of reasons why it's important. The great tiled floor, for instance, is the best medieval tiled floor in existence. The wall paintings, which date from the 14th century and the 15th century, are among the finest we have surviving in England.
Well, working on this project, obviously right in the centre of Westminster, surrounded by all the daily goings on here. We've had everything from royal pageantry to minor riots. It's been entertaining and enjoyable.
I think I'm very honoured, I think could call it a high point of my career. I'm very honoured to have this privilege, really. And I think it's something that I can show to my friends and family in years to come.